Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Kakodash. All right, double honors go out once again to the apostles of Great Millstone, who through the Holy Spirit, have taught all of us His truth. Once again, double honors unto them. This is going to be another video that, in an attempt to wake some more of you up as to your situation here. Now, to all of you that took part in these riots that they're called, let's just say protests that turned into riots, this is for you. That's why the apostles said, don't get involved with things of this nature, because what? This devil is looking, and he's looking to do stuff like this. This is, man. Anyway, it says rioters, looters could lose unemployment benefits under new bill. And this is dated August 30th. All right. So it says rioters and looters would lose federal unemployment benefits, move this, and be forced to pay for extra policing needed at protests under a new bill being introduced by military veteran congressmen. See, this is why you were always told not to get involved with this BS, because guess whose face is always going to be constantly put up, all right, when they say thugs and rioters, looters, they're vandalizing and all this. All right. Now, we know from the videos and that have been posted on YouTube and other outlets that people come, now I'm speaking first and foremost here in the district, people coming from Virginia and other places, they just arrested a guy. Where was he from? Somewhere far away. I think he was at the Seattle protest too. He got into it with, I think, a police officer. And now he ran a van, was it, into some people. I forget which, the exact circumstance, but yeah, he was arrested. These people come out and they start stuff and vandalize, spray painting. We all know or heard about the pallets of bricks that were just, put into position at various places. All right, because they wanted this to happen. Problem, reaction, solution. All right, Hegelian dialectic. All right, it says Antifa thugs are descending on suffering communities, disrupting peaceful protests. Okay, that tells me you know what's going on. Why don't you go after them? Oh, no, that would be too much like right? It says, and leaving violence, looting, and vandalism in their wake. Indiana Representative Jim Banks said while introducing his Support Peaceful Protest Act. And let me, while this is on my mind, respond to this Peaceful Protest Act. This is some more BS, because the so-called history of America, as they broke off from Great Britain, all right, what were we always taught in school about the Boston Tea Party and all of these things? Were those peaceful protests? All right. And see, another example of this man being the big hypocrite that he is, he wants to do things, and when he proves to be the big bully, he doesn't want those things done to him. And that's what we're here talking about today. He enacts these laws, unrighteous decrees, Isaiah 10:1. And we know too, like I always say, follow the money. Follow the money. It's all, of course, making our lives miserable, but it's about making a buck also. It says they turned Milwaukee, Seattle, and Portland into war zones, and now they're moving the chaos to Kenosha, Wisconsin. All right, let's go on to this devil, Mr. Banks here. Jim Banks, James Edward Banks, is an American military veteran and politician who is the U.S. representative for Indiana's 3rd Congressional District. A Republican, he previously served as a member of the Indiana Senate. So Banks was first elected to serve in the state Senate for the 17th District in 2010. That's unimportant. But here this devil is right here. And these are the tricks they play on our people. All right, because you have to understand we are just a means to an end. And what I mean by that, you get a-holes like this individual. The Most High took his life. Lee Atwater. All right, it says Harvey Leroy Lee Atwater. Yeah, he's been dead almost 30 years now. It said was an American political consultant and strategist for the Republican Party. He was an advisor to U.S. Presidents Ronald Reagan and George H.W. Bush and chairman of the Republican National Committee. Atwater aroused controversy through his aggressive campaign tactics. All right. So you might ask, for those of you that don't recall or don't know who he is, it says during the 70s and 80s election, Atwater rose to prominence in the South Carolina Republican Party, actively participating in the campaigns of Governor Carroll Campbell and Senator Strom Thurmond. All right. During his years in South Carolina, Atwater became well known for managing hard-edged campaigns based on emotional wedge issues. What are wedge issues? Is a political or social issue, often a controversial or divisive issue, a nature which splits apart a demographic or population group. See, these things are done on purpose. Wedge issues can be advertised or publicly aired in an attempt to strengthen the unity of a population. In this case, what did you have a while back with, these Republicans? You had the real hard edge, especially when Obama became in his first term, all right, with the goal of enticing polarized individuals, to give support to an opponent or to withdraw their support entirely out of disillusionment. The use of wedge issues gives rise to wedge politics. Wedge issues are also known as hot button or third rail issues, all right? And of course now, what is it? They've been pushing this thing, race, all right? Typically, wedge issues have a cultural or populist theme relating to matters such as crime, national security, sexuality, for example, gay marriage, abortion, or race. See, they prey upon this. It's a strategy. Now, let's see. Let's skip on down. Go back. And this is what this devil did. Lee Atwater. Like I say, he worked for Reagan and George H.W. Bush. And they're saying that if he had not died, that Clinton might not. But hey, we know better than that because, let's see. Here it is. During his years in Washington, Atwater became aligned with Vice President George H.W. Bush, who chose Atwater to manage his '88 presidential campaign, Southern Strategy. All right. And you can read that for yourself. That's going into Jimmy Carter and, what happened to him. Here's what this devil did. This is the point. It says, as to the whole Southern strategy that Harry S. Dent Sr. and others put together in 1968, opposition to the Voting Rights Act would have been a central part of keeping the South. Now you don't have to do that. All that you need to do to keep the South is for Reagan to run in place on the issues that he's campaigned on since '64. And that's fiscal conservatism, balancing the budget, cut taxes, the whole cluster. And that's all you ever heard about, It's just questioning. But the fact is, isn't it, that Reagan does get to the Wallace voter and to the racist side of the Wallace voter by doing away with legal services, by cutting down old food stamps. And this shows you how much they hate our people, because at the end of the day, the majority of them are the ones on food stamps, just by simple numbers. All right. Atwater responds, y'all don't quote me on this. You start out in '54 saying nigger, nigger, nigger. By '68, you can't say nigger. That hurts you. Backfires. So you say stuff like forced busing, states' rights, and all that stuff. You're getting so abstract now that you're talking about cutting taxes, and all these things you're talking about are totally economic things, and a byproduct of them is that blacks get hurt worse than whites. What's that telling you? All these things are done on purpose. We are the enemy. Why would you want to stay here? And our people are constantly getting caught up in this Republican versus Democrat thing. They're both the sides of the same damn wicked coin. All right? None of this, the lesser of two evils. It's evil. All right. It says, and subconsciously, maybe that is part of it. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that if it is getting that abstract and that coded, that we are doing away with the racial problem one way or the other. What did I say? You follow me? Because obviously sitting around saying we want to cut this is much more abstract than even the busing thing, Salakia, and a hell of a lot more abstract than nigger. So any way you look at it, race is coming on the back burner. So see, nothing has changed. They just got slicker about how they approached us. All right? And that's what our people don't understand. This man is the problem in the earth. I'm talking about the nation of Edom. Today you call them so-called white people. All right? This, everywhere this man goes, that's why it's called the border of wickedness. Malachi chapter 1, verses 1. The point is in 4. Verse 4, all right? Oh, man, our people, they're just blinded, all right? Just blinded. Oh, man. But, yeah, that's it on, I just want to make that point that you idiots that participate in things of this nature, you give them all the ammunition that they need, all right? They're just drooling for stuff like this, and you give it to them. Nothing ever becomes... Because look at the majority of the people that are in these things. They're all your enemies. Why is that? Partly because, like I say, follow the money. Partly because they know if, just by chance, if you were awarded some sort of reparations, they want a part of that too. So y'all never thought about that, did you? All right, this isn't for you. It never was about, nothing has been exclusively done for us. They talk about welfare. Well, like I said, by the numbers, they get the majority of that. You just see Trump just, for our people that wanted to get out of the hood and go in the suburbs, now they want to cut that out with setting aside housing in the suburbs, for low income. All right, so for time's sake, I'm going to cut this short. I'll post the article here. Once again, rioters, looters could lose unemployment benefits under new bill. And, of course, also the Lee Atwater article. So, and the representative here, who is this idiot? Jim Banks. So I'll post a link to his, bio in case you want to read it. So with that, once again, call hello Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Kakodash, and of course, double honors once again, the apostles of Great Millstone, who through the Holy Spirit has been able to, teach us this beautiful truth, all right, and help wake all of us up. So with that, Shalom, Maki.